Welcome to the stage right now, Nora Tucker.
Thanks, Greg. Hi, everyone. I'm Nora Tucker. I have the privilege of leading Gusto's accountant product team. And I want to start out today with a little bit of a confession. While I may think about accountants for much of my day, unlike all of you, I'm not a tax whiz. Luckily, I worked for Intuit for a little while, and I used to rely on their TurboTax software for all of my tax needs, and it definitely served me well for a number of years. But over time, my financial situation became more and more complex, and simultaneously, I became less and less confident in what I was actually doing. So I sought an accountant to help me out. But every year, I was honestly still a little bit surprised and frankly frustrated when I received my tax return. And despite switching accountants multiple times, I always found myself in the exact same position. Until I met Troy. Troy, when I went to him, flat out refused when I asked him, hey, can you do my tax return? Instead, he said, here's the deal. I'm going to advise you over the course of the year, and then at the end of the year, we'll do your tax return together. I'm now paying 3 to 4 times what I was paying before, but my perceived value of this arrangement is so much greater. I'm buying peace of mind, a partner to act as a sounding board for when I make financial decisions. And he's helped me to avoid a lot of costly mistakes during the course of the year. And honestly, I bet tax time is a lot easier for Troy too. He's already familiar with my financial situation, and fingers crossed that we're not going to be walking into any landmines as we go into end of year. So ultimately, happy ending to my little story, but I can't help but wonder, why did it take me nearly a decade and literally 5 failed relationships with accountants to find Troy? Why hadn't anybody offered me this type of service a little bit sooner? Now, I'd like to posit that all of you are no different than Troy. You're in a position to offer peace of mind to your small business clients and help ensure their success. But take a moment and ask yourself, are you making the most of that opportunity in front of you? And are you leveraging software to help you get there? So as Will suggested, both your firms and their clients might think that payroll is not all that important. And this is honestly exactly how I view my tax return. This is just some tedious chore that I have to do every year. This is not something that I want to spend additional time and energy on. But what if payroll is simply the compliance entry point to a broader, more meaningful relationship with your clients? And why aren't more accountants stepping up to play this role? So I believe there's 2 main problems that are standing in your way, both of which I believe software can help you solve. The first is that there's not enough capacity to extend beyond compliance, and I'm sure you all can relate. There's a dearth of CPAs out there. Hiring feels, frankly, impossible right now, and especially with regulations such as PPP constantly changing, you just don't have time to advise your clients. I mean, 2020 has just been a beast. And I believe the second problem is not enough capability to extend beyond the numbers and into advisory. And I get it, numbers are safe and people are definitely a lot more complicated, but the good news is that you can quantify people and the impact that they can have on a business. So let's talk about how software can help your firm solve both of these challenges, starting with capacity. So we recently did a survey of some of our Gusto partners, and 33% said that not having enough time was the biggest blocker to scaling their business advisory practice. This was the most common response. And let's be honest, freeing up capacity is really hard to overcome with brute strength alone. The twists and turns of 2020 have been like running a marathon, but at a sprinter's pace, and it's simply not sustainable. So how do you free up capacity? Hint, you lean on software. So let's start with the basics. You should seek to leverage automations to replace all of those repetitive actions that you're taking in your day-to-day. So first, configure payroll once, and then just let it run automatically using Gusto's Autopilot. For clients with salaried or even hourly employees with fixed hours, this can be a huge time saver for you. Next, let Gusto create new hire reporting for your growing clients. We'll automatically report all your new hires to the government for you, and for workers' comp, all you need to do is pay for the premiums as you go. and we'll take care of all the administration and deductions by syncing it with payroll. And finally, we're going to take care of quarterly filings and year-end forms for you as well. All local, state, and federal payroll taxes are calculated, filed, and paid all automatically. And we'll also issue and file your W-2s and 1099s, and plus send them to your clients' employees and contractors. Basically, what you're doing here is outsourcing all of the mundane compliance aspects of payroll. Next, seamless integrations really do a lot to eliminate redundant data entry on your part and also minimize human error. Small business tech stacks are getting more and more complicated. As that commercial says, like there's an app for that, right? And the availability of software integrations remains one of the top reasons that we hear accountants are moving their clients to Gusto. So our team is doubling down on our investment in this area to ensure that Gusto is connected to all the app category leaders, as well as rolling out native solutions where it makes sense for us to build an all-in-one offering. So for example, we're going to continue to invest in bookkeeping integrations such as Qubio, Xero, and Aplos, but we also have some exciting new integrations with Sage BCA and Sage Intacct. They're now available in beta, so go to our App Center or our App Directory to sign up today. We also connect to HR tools such as Lattice, 15.5, Greenhouse, and Lever, and we've even introduced our own native solutions for performance management and hiring. And for all of you with restaurant and retail clients, we have point-of-sale solutions such as Clover and Shopify that we integrate with. And the list goes on and on with connections to tons of leading solutions across time tracking, expense management, collaboration, and more. So go check it out for yourself. And finally, your software should act as a control center for your firm with visibility across all of your clients. So you can rest assured that you're on top of each client without the need to poke around in each client file. You can view, filter, and sort clients by employee count, location, status, and more. Be proactively alerted to situations such as blocked payrolls, missing workers' comp policies, all stuff that you want to know before it becomes an issue, and then be able to take action directly from inside Gusto Pro. And save time by running and downloading common reports such as quarterly tax packages or end-of-year W-2 and 1099 tax forms in bulk across all of your clients with a single click. One other thing I want to call your attention to is something that internally I like to refer to as accountant superpowers. Despite the name, you can't go look through the product looking for a little Penny the Pig logo wearing a super cape. Design was not cool with that idea, so it's a little bit more subtle than that. But in contextually relevant places, we've started to give you superpowers, so functionality that's not available to your clients, but you as a trained accountant, this will enable you to best serve your clients. So things like the ability to override tax withholdings on both the federal and state level, or perhaps adjust S-Corp benefits at end of year, and coming soon, the ability to apply tax exemptions at the company level. So I encourage you to poke around for these superpowers because we're creating them just for you. All right, now on to that second blocker. Not enough capability to extend beyond the numbers and into advisory. So if you've been paying attention the past couple hours, you've definitely heard about Gusto's People Advisory Certification and our new Accelerator course. Well, we're going to bring all of that into life in the app. So we're going to deliver it in a way that helps you up-level your team so that they feel confident providing advisory to your clients. And here's how we're going to make it really easy. The insights that we give you will be differentiated from the advising your peers offer because at Gusto, we start with the people as opposed to focusing exclusively on the financials. COVID's made one thing clear, that people value more than just their paycheck. And let's be honest, it's people that are at the heart of a business and drive the financials, not the other way around. But how often have business advisors historically drawn that correlation between people data, such as employee retention, team wellness, and financial results, such as revenue? Not often. So we believe that the marrying of this people data with financial data will make you a better advisor to your small businesses and differentiate you from your peers. And we aim to give you the insights, not just the data. If we go back to that whole capacity challenge, you shouldn't have to capture all the data from a myriad of different reports and do your own analysis, despite the fact I know you love spending time in spreadsheets. Our vision is to collect and crunch that data for you, and then present the resulting insights including suggestions on advisory conversations to engage in with your clients. But none of this matters if you can't demonstrate the ROI to your clients. And we're going to make that easy by tracking the results of your advisory projects over time and estimating the impact of your actions. And we're going to deliver all of this in a visually appealing way that's easy to understand, even by your clients, and ready for you to share with them with the single click of a button and a co-branded, professional-looking report. And you'll be able to communicate with clients inside of that report, making it easy to discuss the insights and the corresponding business implications. So that just got me really excited. I hope you're excited too. Yes. Because that's where we're headed together. So when I see the Gusto Pro dashboard for accountants, this is what I see. I see a control center for making small businesses successful at scale, with all those mundane compliance tasks automated away and only the high-value interactions left in its place, with actionable insights proactively surfaced for you, allowing for seamless communications with your clients, in the intersection of people and financial data, enabling you to create not just higher-performing businesses, but better places to work. And that's how we help you serve your clients. But we realize your firms are often small businesses themselves. And we strive to help your firm succeed too, not just your clients. So not only are we going to help your firm increase capacity and capability, we're going to focus on helping you grow through client introductions. Now at Gusto, we have over 200,000 small businesses using Gusto today, a number that's rapidly growing. But only 40% of those small businesses are currently connected to an accountant. And given that small businesses are 40% more likely to survive if they partner with an accountant, it's really important to us to close that gap by referring you, our trusted accountant partners, to these small businesses that are seeking your guidance. Now that is getting a lot out of your software partner. But going back to where we are today, as we do our part to create the software to get you there, we need you to do your part too. Think like my accountant, Troy, and move the conversation beyond compliance. Offer them a broader, more meaningful relationship that offers peace of mind and helps ensure their success and the success of their teams. Ask yourself, are you making the most of that opportunity in front of you? And is your software partner helping you to get there? So thank you so much for sharing your time with me today. And on the behalf of the entire product team at Gusto, we look forward to partnering with you to bring people advisory to small businesses across the US.